commence du coup les gars? C'est bon? Hello everyone, thank you very much for joining this session. And so the session today will be about how NoCode gives agencies or freelancers as well, customers more power. So to have a brief presentation about myself to start. So my name is Thibaut Guérin. I'm in charge of the relationships and partnerships with agencies and freelancers at Weglot. So briefly, because today we won't just talk about Weglot, but Weglot is a website translation solution. So it basically allows you to translate with automatic translation at the beginning of your website, and then you have the hand over all the translation if you want to do it manually. And beside of that, we power the website with all the multilingual SEO structure to be indexed in different languages. And so my job is to work with agencies and freelancers that use Weglot for their projects. And so today, as we are at the end of the 2 days, I think you don't want another big masterclass. So I thought about doing a friendly roundtable with some agencies we like to work with. So the first one, and actually you are on the same order, so that's perfect. So, well, actually, I will let you present yourself and your agency as well, and maybe the 3 main tools that you like to work with, the NoCode tools, and yeah, that's your turn.
Hello everyone, I'm Alexandre, co-founder and CEO of Mecha, a French no-code agency. You will notice the accent, very French. And we built a website with Webflow for company like tech company and SMBs. And the main tool that we use at Mecha is, of course, Webflow, Weglot for the translation, and Notion for all the project management.
Hi everyone, I'm Luis from Mazet.co, one of the 3 co-founders of Mazet.co. We have expertise in brand design, product design, Webflow development, and marketing strategy. What can I say? Yeah, I think that's it. And one of the main tools, of course, we use a lot Webflow. We use a lot Notion, and I would say maybe Zapier, even though, you know, we use a lot of Weglot.
And hi, I'm Pierre, the co-founder of Bulk. We do branding, design, and integration on Webflow as well. So obviously we use a lot of Webflow, Weglot as well, Notion. I would mention also Slater. That's a really cool tool to make code for Webflow or anything else. And you've got this AI that helps you to write code actually. And yeah, and Figma, obviously for the design, but is it no code? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much for sharing this. We mainly talk about we will mainly talk about the tools that you use for deliverables to provide the tools to the client. And you all mentioned Webflow. So maybe I can ask. Can you tell me why you choose this tool and how it allows you to have a quicker and maybe easier onboarding with your clients? So on Webflow.
I'll go first then. Most of our clients are startups and they actually come to see us with their second and third iteration of the website. And one of the main problem they have is that the first website was not scalable, and also that often the marketing teams can't really update the website. They need to rely on the dev teams to actually put some time to help the marketing to do their job. And as the startup is growing, they don't have time anymore, which is good in a way. And so they need to be more independent, and Webflow is perfect for that, because we can build them the perfect custom website that they can then update, whether that's just the text on the editor, or even we for some of them, actually half of them, we actually help them to actually be builders inside Webflow, so that they're really 100% independent. And of course, we're still there if they need some support, teaching, or even help to build some new pages.
Yeah, I think Pierre told pretty much everything I would say. Yeah, to be yeah, I would say it's just less frustration on both sides, meaning that client just have access to everything. They can do their copywriting, they can change their images, and they just go to us to improve the website, to improve the performances. And on our side, of course, it's always better to just work on new projects, on new pages, either than just I don't know, just fixing problem, fixing bug. So yeah, I would say like a lot of no frustration. Oh, it's a weird sentence.
Yeah, nothing to add. Just there is more possibilities in design with Webflow. I think there is more possibilities in interaction, animation, and all that stuff that make the website great and usable for all. That's
Yeah,
all.
thank you. And to add something about that, as I was actually on the client side when as at Mazet, you reworked our website at Weglot. So now I see that, for example, as you mentioned, it's even easier for our marketing team to be able to adapt blog posts, adapt some content on our website, even images. So yeah, on the client side, I completely agree with you that it's easier for us to maintain and to manage after having the deliverables. So yeah, and next question. So it's for you, Alexandre. I know that previously you were promoting your agency, Meka, as a cross-technology agency using different no-code tools like Framer, Webflow, software, etc. And you recently choose to just go Webflow-centric. So can you tell us more about that choice?
Yeah, we did all in Webflow like 5 months ago because it was what we do best. I don't think if this is very English, but we decided to move because we make great websites, sorry, and that's why we choose. But we did previously like software application, Framer website, and all the stuff. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. And so it was for the tool that you are using to provide to your clients, to have deliverables to have for your clients. But I know that you are using some no-code tools as well internally. I remember that I had this discussion with the team at Mazet. So maybe Louis, can you, without giving your secret recipe, but maybe can you give us more information about the no-code tools that you are using internally to collaborate or to have a better teamwork at Mazet?
So basically, that would start with Zapier. When we have a new not subscription, but when we have a new lead coming from the website from on the form, we just send all the information through Zapier to Slack, to our CRM, Celsi, and where else? Notion, of course, yes. And then from there, it goes to Notion, to a Kanban we built for project management, and we just move the cards from design to different kind of steps. So yeah, that will be like the big scale. I don't know if you want me to go like, but Notion is the tool we use. We talked about it with Pierre 20 minutes ago. And yes, we use Notion for like everything, for all of our project management, for all of our just documentation, internal documentation. We give all of our clients all the information they need through Notion pages when we just send deliverables and things like that. So.
Okay, so use it both for like internally and as well as to
of
onboard
course.
your clients.
Yes, there is always doors. Yeah, of course. Yes. We also use it for tickets, for example, for Webflow.
Okay, like support tickets.
Which is something is going to change just because of you, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. No. But yeah, we used it for tickets, but I think it's now we need to change. But yeah, Notion is awesome tool. Of course, Notion AI helped a lot. Actually, it's Baptiste, my co-founder, that worked a lot on it.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay, and I guess you also mentioned, for example, Pierre, you also mentioned that you use Notion. Maybe can you give us more details on how you are using Notion?
Yes, actually, we do. Pretty much like Mazet, actually. To us, Notion, is an internal tool and also how we communicate with our clients. Basically, they have this page where they can login, basically. If I may say. And this page at the beginning is a proposal for the project, where they can see our financial proposal, but also the different steps of the project, the schedule and everything. And then as the project moves on, we change the page so that it becomes more project management page with like a billing also parts, where they can actually find all the bills, know which one they have to pay, which one they are late if they are late, and everything. And so Notion really help us to gather everything in the same place and have this really evolving page, moving page that reflects where we are on the project. What's cool also is that we can put some boundaries on the page. So for example, we've got this like documentation with how to use the Figma file, how to use Webflow, and these documentation elements actually come from a big database that we have internally, and we share the relevant parts to our clients to give them as seamless as possible experience on that side. Yeah.
Okay, and do you use as well Notion, Alexandre, or maybe other tools?
Yes, but only for the wiki and resources for our clients, because I am working on this is a big subject internally, like project management, and I don't have the answer yet on how we are gonna take the step up. But we use like productive.io for project management and time tracking, because it's easier for us for now because of our structure.
And I think actually you don't really find the great answer with Notion. That's the thing with Notion. You just make it evolve with the company and with the new issues you have. I think that's why it's like a really great tool.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of limitations, so you can always iterate on what you are using internally as an agency.
Yeah, something can work. Like for example, for the ticket. The ticket thing, it has been work for like a year and so, and no, it's not working anymore because clients like you have like a lot of requests, and so we realized maybe we should change a little bit everything. So we move all the clients to a new solution. But Notion is like it's a playground actually. Of course, it's awesome for wiki resources and everything, but it's more like a playground.
Okay. So next question, it will be for you, Pierre. So we know, and I guess as agencies, you know that sometimes clients are not that techy, and that you need some to educate them, to evangelize the tools that you are using to make the project go well. So do you agree, Pierre, that NoCode tools is now facilitating the way you are you deliver your projects, and it makes the process easier for onboarding?
Yeah, definitely. I would say, as far as saying that without no code, I won't have a job today. Or at least it won't be that, because without Notion, and especially without Webflow, honestly, I'm not sure I would be making websites, because I love making websites, like really, but it can be, if you want to do the website to the quality we do it today, without no code, that would require a lot of code and a lot of knowledge. And I've tried to learn code, and now the more I do no code, the more I know how to code. But I don't think I would find that, that funny to actually do website without the no-code tools. And to answer your questions about onboarding clients, that's an even bigger yes, because no-code actually allow us to tell them, you can change your website. You can, we can teach you how to create a new section, how to create a new page, how to get your design to production without actually needing us. And the more we go, the more we do actually mentoring, coaching with our clients. We've got this subscription model where they have 2, 4, or more hours per month, where they can just ask us anything, and that can be just like, okay, I've got this design, how do I make it in Webflow? And we don't do it for them, they actually do the design. inside Webflow. So yeah, that helps us a lot to actually also have more time to do our project because, as I told you, Louis, we don't like clients that, I mean, we say from the get-go to our clients, if you want us to change a comma on the website, we're not the agency you need to choose because we do the big work, but we want you to be independent on your website, and we don't want to be like a roadblock if you need to update your website.
Okay.
So yeah, big yes.
Okay, and I think it completely answers the main question about how agencies give more power to their users, to their customers. And I think that's completely thanks to tools like Webflow that make the process easier. And so, yeah, to have another question about that as well. So, what are actually the best practice to onboard your clients on their Webflow project or even other tools? Like, what are your suggestions? Maybe resources sharing through videos, calls, maintenance call, or this kind of stuff. What are your best practices as top agencies?
I would say it's all about process and project management. Like if you have all the same question on all the same project, like oh, can I change the text or can I change the image? Just make a videos and reply with just the link of the video. It will be easier for you than just explain each time to your client. So yeah, I would say it's just all about processing and project management.
And for us, I would say like we use a lot of Notion again and Loom videos to just explain basic things or some custom thing that is working on the CMS. Or that would be that. And also at the very beginning of the project, understanding what clients want. For example, let's say you want to build your own landing pages, but you don't want to do it through the CMS, and you want to just copy paste some section, use components. So we're going to build like a specific component for you to give you access just to change, for example, the texts and everything, so you don't break the website, because that's something that happens a lot when clients have access to the designer. So yeah, that will be a mix of that.
Actually, yeah, good point. That's also where Webflow and Notion are really useful, is that we can tailor the projects to what the client really need and how they want to actually work and how they work. So yeah, sometimes that's right. Some clients prefer like to have some blocks that they can copy and paste. Some I like to actually rely on the CMS. Some don't want to touch anything at all, and some want to know it all. That happens also, and that's what's amazing with NoCode, is that we can really like adapt to what the client needs. And for giving the website to the clients, it's actually the same. The website, but it can be also the Figma or the Miro. We actually have 30 minutes, 1 hour call with them to actually give them the basic. And then we tailor our answer to how they want to work. Some like to have like monthly meetings. Some would like to work with Looms and asynchronously. And some just want to give us new blocks or pages to work on because they don't have time, basically.
Okay, but like generally, you always give access to the tools. Like you always give your clients the access to Webflow, to Weglot, to other tools. As well, I'm in relation with a lot of agencies, and some agencies don't want their client to have anything to do on their website, even for translation. If I speak about Weglot, but so you always give access to the client, to the tools your clients are using.
Yeah, because again, that's the typology of clients we work with. I have some friends who've got, they handle everything, and working on Webflow or WordPress or even custom code, their client don't care because that's not of their business somehow. I mean, in a way. We like to tell our clients that this is their like website, their Figma. So they are the one actually having the account. The account is on their name. It's their credit card. Same on Weglot. It's their account. But it depends on the typology of clients and their needs. I would say,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to add anything. Okay.
No, I just would say that clients are not in jail, so if they want to move, like in Mazet or Bulk Studio, or if I don't want to work anymore with this client, uh, they can change, and I don't have to 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 make some changes. But they have the workspace, they have the code, they have their account on Weglot and all the stuff.
Okay, so the kind of relationship you have with your client is much more like you are providing turnkey website, and then if they need, they know that you are here to help them. But otherwise, you are not like the kind of agency working in a super long term, doing a lot of maintenance and everything.
Yeah, we can work on a long-term partnership, but it's a partnership with the client. It's not, yeah, they are not in jail.
Okay, it's rather partnership than just selling a website.
Yeah, again, I would say it's like giving them freedom and not giving them like the feel that they pay for something every month that they don't even understand why they pay. For Webflow, I mean Webflow when you pay your hosting, Webflow takes care of basically everything. So there is no, it doesn't make sense to just charge every month for the agency. So yes, I think.
Yeah, basically to sum up that, you will stay because you can leave. That's often what we say. It's not my sentence, but it's really Andy in this. Like, yeah, that's really the relationship I think all of three of us want to work with. But not all the industry works like that. So yeah.
And just one thing, again, it's more like making them understand that they can break something when they go on the designer, more than like preventing them to just go on the designer. I mean, when we sell Webflow, the tool Webflow, we always tell that if you go on WordPress, if you want to change something, you can put your feet in the cables and just break everything. On Webflow, there is this awesome editor that permits you to change the text, the images, without breaking anything, because also there is a lot of backups and everything. But they need to understand that even though the designer looks like really easy to use and very visual, they can break something. So it's just making them understand that. Okay. And of course, from that, again, they paid, so it's their website.
Okay. So, and I think that's a nice introduction to, I guess, the question that will make you more like react more. So, are you scared of actually no-code tools giving too much power to your customer, so that at the end of the day, at the end of the year, maybe you won't have any work to do as a web agency, and the client will be able to do it all? And so, are you scared of that? Giving power to the client?
No, because that's basically, I think, what most agencies, I mean, told themselves, or at least the question you could have asked us this question 15 years ago, 10 years ago, maybe, when Webflow was actually coming on the market. And I think it still will be true in 10 years with like other technologies. Today we've got AI, we've got no-code tools and everything, but we are in a way experts, geeks in this really tiny part of the world that's like Webflow and making websites. And I think what clients pay us to do as well is having an agency to design the website, and also like giving them the basis to actually build upon. And yes, of course, they can build everything by themselves, and some do actually. And we have them after, like for coaching, to help them to finalize what they did. But there will still be work for freelancers and agencies, because we see, I don't know, 20, 30, 100 websites per year. And the clients, if they do 2 websites per year, that's like already a lot. So we've got more experiences, and that's what actually I think people are also paying us to. More like having guidance and save time than just building it themselves.
Pas te laisser parler en premier, on ne sait plus quoi dire. Non, mais je rigole, c'est très bien ce que tu dis. No, yeah, I would say like why does my mom keep asking me why his iPad is not working, even though she can find the answer on Google, on the first research. So that's the same thing. I think that's the same thing. We use a lot AI, of course. We use a lot of the technology. Of course, it's going to change the way we work. It's going to change the way our clients works, and I think it's really cool. Now we can focus on more things, on marketing performances, on making the website even better with the same budget. So no, I don't see that as like an issue or anything. I think it's just going to improve the website and the performances of the website. Yes, and it's the same thing with ChatGPT. When you ask something, you need to understand what you ask, and that means you need to understand like the good words. If I want to make a script on a class, I need to understand that it's going to change the class and change whatever CSS properties, for example. So yeah, I think you really need to understand what you ask for, and even though there is AI, it's not just like a magic. I think maybe maybe we'll be dead in 5 years, but yeah, I think we'll be still useful.
Yeah, I will just add that it's a matter of time, and our clients mostly don't have time to make the website, and that's why they call us, because the marketing team have a lot of work, and if it's a big subject like for you to uh, like if you are afraid that people can build their own website, like just find another niche, another client, because it's not really a big deal. And about ChatGPT and all that stuff, I would say that ChatGPT was announced as a SEO killer, even though I know millions of like tons of agency making millions with SEO services. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that you will always have this, as an agency or freelancer, you will always have this expertise and creativity to be kind of not just a web development agency providing something, but like really a consultant on how they can have a well-working website. And even on the design side, I think that's the creativity that will have a huge impact on the project that you are developing.
Yeah. It's like how you bring value to your clients.
Exactly.
And no more.
Non, j'allais dire un truc, mais c'est peut-être un peu décorrélé. Yeah, I was telling Pierre, we use a tool now that is just writing, or it's a bit specific. It's writing the alt on the images on Webflow with an AI.
Okay.
So I was telling him it's so weird because like we need to write alt on images to just give information to Google, but now it's just a robot that gives to another robot the information we should give. So I think there is a lot of stuff like that we are just going to like disappear, and I think it's just the boring things. So I feel that it's okay, and we're just going to give more competencies, and we're going to improve the way we understand the client's project, and how we see the design helping them and that kind of stuff to just improve the deliverable.
And yeah, I think that's actually where you are consultant much more than a web development agency, is that you are always, I guess, giving some recommendation on the tools that they will use as clients. For example, the alt, I don't know what the name of it, but the alt AI stuff that you are mentioning, I don't think that the end client will find it themselves.
Even though it's just a simple request, like alt AI image Webflow, you have it like first link. That
yeah, sure, but they still have to find it and to know that it will actually work, and that it's the best option compared to another that, for example, we know that clients want sometimes to have the cheapest way to do stuff. But as a web agency, I guess you are like relevant to tell them that they will need this tool. I can take, for example, the example of Weglot. I guess that some agencies are actually suggest their client to use this or that tool for a specific service, and I think that's where you are super relevant doing that.
I think that the thing with internet in general and AI, everything is in front of you. But now, what should I ask for?
Sure.
That's just the thing. So it's as simple as that for me.
Yeah, so it's finding actually the no-code tool that will give the agency more power. So yeah, I think that we are done with the question that I prepared actually. I don't know if, yeah, maybe you have some questions.
Hi guys, so it's not necessarily a question about anything for customers. You just all touched on a little bit about ops, how your agencies operate earlier on, right? So full disclosure, I feel like our ops in the back, the back office of the business is a bit of a shit show. We've got resource guru figuring out what the resource for our staff is going to be going forwards. We've got Zero for our billing and P&L and all that kind of stuff and accounts. And then we've got Clockify, where everyone clocks all of their time, right? And I've been working with this company just to be like, I need it in one place, man. I just need to understand, because my heads of teams, my senior management team, come to me each month to say, this is how we're doing with the team. I have to go into Zero, pull the codes for their team, how much they've billed, go and look at how much their team cost me as a business by looking at payroll, and then all the other shit I have to pay for their team, Adobe and blah, 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 right? And it's so manual for all of us. I've been working with this company for about 6 months, and they just don't get what I'm trying to do. And I wondered if, I know you talked about Notion and stuff like that. And do you think what are you guys doing to understand profitability in your agencies?
I'm nothing, because we actually had like this discussion like 2 hours ago. I was asking you, I mean, our billing, the billing tool we're using, QuickBooks, is actually closing. So I was like, okay, I don't have QuickBooks anymore. What should I choose? And we had this discussion like literally 2 hours ago. And yeah, that's complicated because there are so many tools and not a single one like work on a single use case, because all our use cases are actually a tad bit different. That makes it complicated to have an all-round solution. So that's a really complicated question actually, in the sense that, yeah, you need to, I think, I've been working at Bulk for the last 4 years. You need to be okay with the fact that you don't have the right solution, and that you need to be always looking for a bit better solution, because your needs are evolving. The questions that your managers or your clients are asking you will evolve as well. So I think we need to accept that the solution we actually are working on is not perfect, one, and two, will probably last 2 to 6 months, and that's okay. That's a bit annoying, yes, but there will be always tension, I think. If you find something like the perfect solution, I'm all ears, because
It's not the perfect solution, but that's why we use only Notion for wikis and resources. We use for project management productive.io that let us, like time track on every task we do on a specific budget on the project. So that's very cool, because you can create some invoice with it, but that's not really what we use because it's not very good. And so you can project manage, you can create docs, you can create like time tracking on project and on budget, and that's I think the perfect tool for the agency, but not for the docs, because you can't share like all your documentation with your client. So that's not very cool.
I think that the issue is that with Zero is my single point of truth,
Yeah.
and that's where I do my invoices. So we'll invoice first of the month for payment at the end of the month for the retainer clients that we have. But I think that my issue is that Zero is quite closed doors, right? It doesn't really, you can, there's APIs to upload stuff into Zero, but if you create an invoice, there's no automation for it to then ping something else to say, okay, here's the hours that you've put on that invoice, put it into your resource. Why?
that's actually one thing I'm looking at when I choose a tool. Is
Tell me when you've got it, and
yeah,
then
no, I mean,
I'll do it.
it's like, can I connect it with Make Zapier or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
Because I need this flexibility, because I know my needs might change in the next 6 months, or there will be this new tool or this new feature on this tool that makes it relevant now. And being able to connect it with Make or Zapier makes it easier to actually fit in this like messy but kind of working set of tools. And I know, yeah, sometimes I don't choose solutions that could be 80% perfect, because I can't operate them with the others. And that's a really big problem for me, because I don't want to spend time and or money on someone writing me some code to actually connect with an API, this tool with this one, because one, that's expensive, and two, I know in 2 months I will need to change this because I want this extra label to be brought somewhere else. So yeah, I think that's probably something. Yeah, you need to. You're probably stuck with your actually set of tools now, but I don't know. But what I would recommend is like, yeah, finding if the perfect tool doesn't exist, at least finding some tools that can operate with others, so that you can actually have a set of tools, or you can bring information to a tool that allow you to answer this really specific use case of how do I do reporting, for example. Because you could, yeah, or you could even like send the data to Excel, Google Sheets. Actually, I do a lot of stuff of reporting stuff on Google Sheets, because that's actually the easiest way to do no code, if we can call Google Sheet that. Yeah, then you've got the legal stuff. Yes, but
No, I think Pierre said everything. Yeah, I think it's nice to have like tools dedicated to specific things. It's like going to a restaurant, and if there is pizza in the restaurant, and also I don't know, the sushi, yes, like it smells bad, so you know it's not going to be like a good pizza or good sushi. It's nice. We talk about je sais pas comment on dit trésorerie, mais like a really specific tool we have for cash flow management. It's called AgiCap, and I said, Pierre, it's like amazing for us, and it told me they keep calling me. I don't know why. It's not our use case, and I was trying to convince him that it's his use case actually, and we use that tool for a really specific thing. I don't think it's a good. It's the right time to develop it, but we have like specific apps. And I think it's nice to just change the app sometime when it's not working anymore, or when you don't need it anymore. And as Pierre said, we are just looking on Zapier if we can connect things, because there is always a use case, always something we want. Let's say, for example, we want to manage tickets. Okay, what we want from tickets? We want clients to send a form to create a new ticket. When the ticket is finished, we want them to be informed. So okay, is there a tool? Is there a tool that is doing all of that? No, for example, there is not a tool. Okay, so how could I set the emails? Okay, I can do that and that through Zapier. So that's just how we operate. And I know it's a bit frustrating, but I don't think there is like a good way. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep looking and I'll build something myself. I'd rather do that than.
You can also look at juste Baptiste. C'est quoi déjà? Tu sais le site où où les gars ont publié tout ça. J'ai pu là où il y a plein d'apps en fait. Non, je pense pas NoCodeList. Je sais plus. Cette app. Non, je pensais pas à cette app non plus. Bon, I'll tell you at the end of the conference. Je vais retrouver pour License One là où ils ont publié leur.
Sorry, I took up a lot of time.
Absumo, for example, I think it's our product hunt or website like that just when you just searching for something, they just give reviews and
Oh, yeah, like G2 and stuff.
yeah, product hunt I think is nice. Ouais, Absumo ça peut être tricky un peu, jamais.
Maybe you have some other questions in the audience? Okay. Perfect. Do you wanted to add something, or are we good with the topic?
Thanks for the invitation. Faut que je leur dise dans le micro. intro. Thanks for the invitation. It was very good to talk with you.
Well, thank you to you too. It was super interesting to have your feedback on all these projects, on all this this expertise that you have, and yeah, hope to see you at the Weglot booth and at maybe other Weglot NoCode Summit events. Thank you very much.
Thanks.